Hi there, I'm not sure. I can't see any viewers, so I'm going to start when I see some. If there's anybody there, feel free to send me a message because, yeah, I can't. Hi, everyone. I'm just trying to work out. This is my first time, so feel free to add any comments. Now, I'm trying to see how I can get any messages, any chat here. So I'm trying to see. Like I said, this is my first time, so I'm just trying to find out how I can do that because this was only going to happen once I went live. So yeah, I am certainly trying that. And if you guys can hear any music in the background, I think somebody's having a party upstairs. So apologies for that. So let's just give it a few more minutes, if you don't mind, because I can see that there's somebody already viewing. So I'm just going to give it another 5 minutes or quicker if it happens quicker. In the meantime, I'll try and work out how I can access your messages, your chat. So please feel free to say hello, who it is, because otherwise it'll be hard for me to do any reading or any, pick up a question for you if you come into the queue. So yeah, I'm just going to give it another couple of minutes, like I said. And I don't know who the viewer is, but yeah, I'm not presently in London, so I'm away, and I just thought it gives a good idea to, I've got time to do this. So this is my first, like I said, first time ever. Also, I wasn't able to do the February readings because I was unwell and then I had to travel. So hence, I thought I'll start with something new. I'm still trying to work out if I can see any messages here. So bear with me. Apologies again for the music, if you can hear that. Feel free to send me a message. I'm trying to see if I can access it. Or if you know how to do it, then, I don't know how you can guide me though, but I'm trying to see how. Hi all. I'm just trying to work out how I can see your live chat. Please feel free to send something. I'm trying to work out how to do that. So I'm just going to start in the next less than a couple of minutes now. And pardon the music. There's somebody having a party. I'm actually presently in India, and yeah, I'm at my mum's place in India, and yeah, there's a party upstairs. So pardon the Indian music if you listen to any. I haven't had much success with that. I can't see any of live chat here, so I'm going to have to find that one out. Just disappointing because I was quite looking forward to doing this with you guys. But I'm going to do it again over the weekend, and I'll send the invite out 24 hours before, so everyone knows. So yeah, another minute to go, and then we're going to get started anyway. And yeah, and then we'll just have to play it by ear, and hopefully I can get your messages. I just don't know how. Normally, I'm not bad technologically, but yeah, everything's got to start somewhere. I know there are two viewers. If you can please introduce yourself. I mean, I can see a group chat here, so I'll just put a hello and see if you guys can see that. Yeah, that should work. So okay, because if I don't know who it is, then I right. So I think I'm going to start now. And just to give you an introduction, the way I'm going to do this, I'm just going to put the timer on, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a prediction for each sign for less than a week now, because I couldn't do this over the weekend. So this week, and then I'll answer a question, either a card of, a card for you for the rest of the month, or either a single card for the rest of the week, or a question, a straightforward question for you. So whichever one you choose to. And on that note, I am going to start the timer. Like I said, this is my first time, so please excuse. Just going to grab a sip of water. Please introduce yourself, because I know you can send a message. Yeah, I just did that. I just sent a message as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with Aries. We're on Tuesday the 20th, and this is going to be for the rest of this week until Sunday. I'm just going to do, I'm shuffling, which means I'm going to do a card. Either I'll do a psychic message for each sign, or card, depending how it starts. So Aries, you're getting a card. And your card is Page of Swords in reverse. To me, this is somebody, actually, I've never had this before, but what I'm hearing is somebody who's not quite listening to their intuition, or listening to any guidance that is given to them intuitively. If it's one of you, then, either there's something that you're looking to do. And I think this might have something to do with your work. There's something happening where I'm getting a more work feel than a personal feel with this for Aries. And I guess what this means is that there's something that you need to listen to, whether it's your guidance yourself or people that you're consulting, a psychic like myself or anybody else. I think there's some guidance there that needs well, if I said it needs to be, then needs to be adhered to, for your own benefit, of course. It's your call how you do it, what you do. But I'm definitely feeling a psychic, a spiritual side to this, which I've never seen before, actually. And this might be something that you need to listen to. So that's for the rest of the week for you, Aries. I'm going to move on to Taurus. I can see 4 viewers. I would not be able to do any cards for you unless and until you send me a question. I think it's on group chat where I've just, I said hello. So if you can, then that'll be great. And if you are doing it and I can't see it, then apologies. I'll get this fixed. Maybe not straight away, but definitely for the next time. And if this is what it is and you're still not texting or sending me a message, then your call. So I'm just shuffling the cards. Taurus. Just one more. Oh, wow. That's a nice one, Taurus. You've got 9 of Cups. That's a wish fulfillment card. That's what some of the tarot readers like to call it. And that, to me, says the same thing as well. But I'm also getting there's something about for some of you, there's a lot of drinks involved. So I've just actually had some help. Let me finish this, and then I'm going to do something where I might be able to see your messages. So if you bear with me, sorry, I got distracted there. So so let me finish this. So okay, for some of you, there's a wish fulfillment happening, straightforward, something that you wished for, and that might be romantically aligned, is what I'm hearing, or personally aligned. Something that gives you emotional fulfillment. For some of you, that's quite prominent. For others, it's you being in a celebratory mode. So you're celebrating, and there's a lot of drinks involved. Now, to me, yes, I nearly said alcohol, so I'd go with that. And there's something else as well that I'm getting with this card. Maybe you're celebrating on Saturday. That's what I'm getting. Friday, more Saturday, so the weekend. And this might be something they're not too many people around, and for some that are celebrating, that's fine. Maybe this is a celebration that you're doing with yourself. You're happy but you're also tired with the rest of the week, so you're actually going to just, I don't know, open a wine and have some, or maybe have too much of that. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. So hope that resonates. And if you bear with me, I'm gonna stop this, and not stop, but I'm just gonna take a minute and try and see how I can get your comments with the little guidance that I've received from my dear friend. That worked. Thank you, Mister. That's my friend who joined. So thank you all. I just have to flick between the two. Hello, Mukesh. Hello, Mister. I'm just going through the comments, so I'm going to have to start from scratch. Happy New Year, and thank you, Gerard. If I pronounced your name correctly? Okay. Sorry about the interruption, people. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not ignoring you now that I can finally see your messages. So I'm just catching up. Or let me do a thing. Let me start with the predictions, and let's go to your comments once, as and when I get through. So, because I know I started late, which means I'll be extending it further. So, okay. So, Taurus, that was your card. Pretty good one. Let's go forward and do Gemini. I'm Gerard. While I'm shuffling, I'm just going to say I'm in Delhi, in India. So yeah. No, I became better before I came. So thank God for that. Right, I'm just going through. Hi, Mukesh. Thank you. Glad to see that verified. Thanks for the verification. Thank you, Mister. Absolutely. So let's carry on and let's move to Gemini. Gemini, you have 3 of Wands in reverse. Actually, I sometimes like 3 of Wands in reverse. To me, when it's upright, it's somebody waiting for their ship to arrive. You know, whatever they actually want to manifest, they're waiting for that to arrive. But when it's in reverse, it's like you've either manifested it yourself, or things have happened in your life so that you can actually, move forward with it. And to me, I'm also sensing this is probably you doing it. Something that you're taking, an action that you're taking rather than wait for things to arrive. And usually to me, you know, that gives you the result most times. I mean, now you don't control the result. So, you know, you're going to get the result either way because you're going to take an action on it, whatever you've been waiting for, and then you're going to put into action. For others, there might be some travel delays, some travel plans that might be delayed. So, Gerard, I'm not sure I can do that because otherwise I'd be repeating. I think you should be. You'll be able to go back to it once it finishes. Or I don't know if it's got live DVR capability where you might be able to scroll back and listen to it again. So, hey Jess, nice to see you here. So let's move on to the next sign after Gemini, being Cancer. Okay, so for people that are joining, I'm going to say this again, that the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do each sign for the rest of the week. I know in most part of the world, we're on Tuesday. So I'm going to do the rest of the week because I couldn't do it earlier. And then I can do it again sometime over the weekend so that we can do the following week. And then I'm going to do some time for any questions. You know, a straightforward question, a card for the rest of the week or the rest of the month, whatever you like. You just let me know in these messages and then I'll do it later on after I finish the predictions. Yeah. So on that note, let's get started. Gemini. And if you can hear some music, that's people partying upstairs. So Gemini, you have the King of Cups upright. Now, this is quite self-explanatory. And this is somebody who's actually offering you. This person is offering emotional fulfillment, I hear. So, you know, maybe this is a boss. For some cases, he's going to offer you something that is going to give you the emotional fulfillment. For others, this might be, and this is an older gentleman, for sure. This is somebody who's, and you know, in a very calm, controlled way. So this person is he's got his emotions under control in a good way. For some, maybe too much, actually. And but I think that should go well with the air signs that we are. I mean, I'm an air sign too, not a Gemini though. So I think what this is, that this is somebody who's making that offer, and this is not a big offer I'm seeing, but what I'm seeing is that you're actually seeing there's some emotional fulfillment that comes out of this, and I'm hearing a lot of boss with this, you know, so it might be at work, and for maybe 10-20%, this might be romantically inclined even. So that's what I am getting for you. Whatever this is, you'll be pleased with that. So let's move forward. Which is Cancer. Yeah, Gerard, clearly. It's a Tuesday night. I wasn't expecting a party. And it's loud. I'm just going to grab some water. Jess, I'll be either pulling you can ask me a direct question at the end of when I finish all the predictions. Then for a few minutes, I'm going to be answering questions for whoever, a simple question, a card of the day. Oh, card of the day, maybe, okay. I wanted to start with card of the week or card of the rest of the month or a straightforward question. So yeah, you can decide that. Oh, thank you so much. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Gerard. My pronunciation can be pretty off at times. I can blame it on my Indian inheritance. Cancer. Not yet. Okay. Cancer, for you, I'm getting Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, financially, you're going to be making some of you're going to be making a big purchase. There's money spent there's some money spent here for you, Cancerians. And I feel for some of you, it can be a big amount. And I just heard loss. So maybe if some of you are gambling of some nature, then beware, because that's what came to me. So there's definitely some expenditure for you rest of the week. That means you're going to be spending more money is what I'm getting for you, Cancer. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, some financial outlay for you this week. And maybe more Saturdays, what I'm hearing. Thank you, Mukesh. And thank you, Gerard. So let's move on to Leo. Can you hear people singing? And because I certainly can. And for the Indians in the room, you can probably even understand the music playing if you can hear it. We're on. Good card, Leo. The Star, upright. You are very close to manifesting your wishes. You're on the right track to doing things that you want, and you'll be able to see some spots of miracle as well, because there's something that's going to happen that's going to assure you that you're on the right track for what you want, is what I'm sensing here. There's something else here quickly. Something about some message overseas that you're going to be getting. Maybe this is related to some message that comes overseas, from overseas, over water, is what I am getting for you, Leo. But nonetheless, pretty good. So there's going to be something that's going to come up which is going to be assuring that you're on the right track for whatever you want to manifest, whatever your wishes are. So there we are, Leo. I do that anyway a lot, Mukesh. So right, so we are now moving to Virgo. Four of Pentacles. Pardon the glare. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, what I'm hearing is that there's something that was on a solid footing for you in the past, and now it's shaken. You know, something that is going to either happen or evolve that is going to shake that strong foundation. And this might have to do with finances for some of you. For others, this could be something related to home or where you live, which is home. Yeah. I'm getting more financial, and you know, I just feel that whatever you felt more grounded in is slightly shaken here. It's not going to be staying like that. This is only till the end of this week. So but I think I also hear that you'll be able to come out of it as time goes by. So that's what we have for you, Virgos. Yes, Jess, I do. I know and sometimes I get the right messages. I get, you know, I do read tarot and see what messages are coming to me with the card, rather than going by the traditional meaning. And I think I could be wrong, but most tarot readers, you know, sense what the card is saying apart from what the real meaning is. So now let's move on to Libra. Considering I'm one. So let's see what's coming for us Librans. If there is anyone else who is a Libra. 2. Okay, we're good. Wow. So Libra, we have 8 of Pentacles upright. We're working hard. We're working hard towards achieving what we want. Now, for some of you, this is literally you're working. You know, you're in the office, you're doing long hours, and there's something new that's coming to you. So, you know, you keep adding more and more skills to your skill set. So there's something new that's come up to you, and you now need more. For some of you, even more tools, skill set to make this happen. For others, long hours is what I'm also hearing. And for a percentage, this is also working towards a relationship, is what I'm getting. I mean, it's a good card, or working towards a relationship. You know, maybe there's a lot more that one person is doing than the other, actually, is what I'm hearing here. So, yeah, that's where we are. Nonetheless, and maybe there's an opportunity that comes through, because I can show you the card again. If you see the card, you can see that there's a door open, slight door open. So there's something that comes through, which might be an opportunity, and I think this might be work related. So that's what we have for us Librans. Mukesha Mister's gone. She had to go. That's what she said. So I'm just gonna Champagne, I've just done Leo, so you might, I think this has got DVR capability. You should be able to go back and listen to Leo, or wait till it finishes, one way or the other. And this is for the rest of this week, what came up for Leo. So now we're on to Scorpio. You got 2 cards, Scorpio, so I'll give it to you. Your first card is 6 of Wands, upright. And then you have 10 of Wands, upright. So there's success, quite straightforwardly for you. And I also see, publicity, that you're actually promoting yourself. People are noticing your talents. And you're top of the league is what I'm hearing. So and this might have to do, for some of you, this might have to do with even some traveling opportunities overseas, Scorpio. So yeah, there's definitely success on the cards, and this is financial success. But what that's going to do is maybe some of you are getting promoted and you're getting more responsibilities. For others, there's maybe not that promotion, but a lot of work that comes with this publicity. So you take on a lot more responsibility than you have been. There's only rest of the week, but it's still good. So let's move forward to Sagittarius here. This is my first time. So people, if you see me stumbling, then I'm just trying to work out how I can get to your messages and still do the predictions. So Sagittarius, wow. Yeah, I think there are 3 cards here. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. So your first card is 4 of Swords in reverse. The Moon in reverse. And the Tower in reverse. Something that there's some either change of location or change of residence is also what I'm hearing here, Sagittarius. Something that you were even comfortable with not moving forward is actually going to change now in this week. And this might be Thursday into Friday, more Thursday than Friday, depending where you are in the world. And there's some information coming out, something that was hidden is going to come to light, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, something that you didn't know. And this is what, something that makes you slightly uncomfortable, but it's good for you, is going to happen. And then there's more information that comes to you because now you're in a different headspace, is what I'm hearing. And something that, you've got 2 major arcanas here, which basically means there's something that is transformational that's happening. Tower in reverse basically means you're on the healing path. Something that really shook you up at some point in the past is now you're coming to terms with it, and things are getting more. I wouldn't call it stable, but at least now you can, now you feel more peaceful, slightly more peaceful is what I'm hearing. So I'm getting a lot of work feel, people with every sign here. And this is, again, to me, a lot of work feel or, home feel with this Sagittarius. So yeah, let me know how this transpires for you. So Sorry, everyone. I was too busy reading the cards. So I'm just trying to catch up with the messages here. So because this is my first time, of course, understandable, happy to say it again, that what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading cards for each sign or any psychic message that comes to me. And after that, which is for the rest of the week, and then I'll be getting into a question. Now that has, it has to be a straightforward question, really, something that I can answer straightforwardly, or a card of the rest of the week or the rest of the month. So you choose, and I will let you know once we're done to the last sign. Probably in a few seconds after that, we start with that, and then we will finish in a few minutes' time. So whoever misses out this opportunity to ask me the question, we can certainly do that next time. Okay, so let's shuffle for Capricorn. And for people who've missed their signs, this has got DVR capability, I hear or I understand. So please you can go back and listen to it. Scarlett, hope that answers your question, if that's what you meant by personal readings. Right, Jess, I hear you. Thank you, Mukesh. Really appreciate that. Jess, like I said, I'll answer questions once I finish with the predictions for each sign. So you just got to throw the question in, and I will take the first ones first, of course, and then based on how much time we have left, if I can take your question today, that'll be great. If not, then when I do it for the following week. Sure is, Scarlett. So Capricorn it is now. Capricorn, you have the Hermit in reverse. To me, it seems like for the rest of the week, you are, either you have been doing things alone, and now you're not going to be doing things alone. There are people in the background who've been there for you, and they're still going to be there for you. But I think now you're going to be more around people doing things. So yeah. And I also get a feel, Capricorn, that there's something, that is going to manifest, whatever you're going to be doing the rest of this week, where you have company. There's this company that'll manifest for some of you by springtime. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. It's just like I like to read so more than what the card says, because I don't know if you can see that there are lilies right at the bottom here. So next we're moving on to Aquarius. Wow, cards are dropping, so I'm going to accept that when they are. So Aquarius, you have two cards. You have 3 of Wands upright, and you've got the Empress. For some of you, quite straightforwardly, you're going to be traveling with somebody, or talking with somebody who's either your mother or a lady who's in your life who might be older than you. Yeah. Or either, for some of you, actually, if this is your partner romantically, then for ladies who are Aquarians, if they are, then, there's pregnancy that can happen. So we're all adults, so see what you need to do there. But that's definitely a sign moving forward towards pregnancy for some of Aquarian ladies, or even men, actually, I'm sensing. And for some, traveling with your lady, or moving forward. And somebody's actually, what I'm hearing is the lady might be actually in another place, so there's water, quite practically. And, so you're actually in conversation with your lady who is not in the same place as you are. So you're in a different land and she's probably in a different land, visiting somewhere is what I'm also hearing. For others, this is just doing things together, going out by waterside with somebody. Either this is, and for some, this is coming out as an older woman or somebody who's more mature, more grounded, and has got that hen mother feel to her. And this could be your partner, or anybody that you're dating. This is what I'm getting for you, Aquarians. Oh, at least in conversation is the minimum, and for others, traveling. Okay, so now we move on to Pisces. Eight of Wands, upright, Pisces. This is going to be quick, short, and sweet, I hear. A lot of messages coming through overseas. There's a lot of messages coming to you from overseas, and you're excited about that. Now, for some, this has a love connotation, that somebody's probably not where you are and you're getting a lot of messages. So this is overseas. And for others, this could actually more creative work that you're doing, and you're getting a lot of clients from, either for people who've got your own businesses. This is more overseas. Sorry, I'm just looking at the card because I'm just trying to sense what else I'm getting. I'm not trying to be rude and look down. Yeah, there's lots of pans on fire is also what I'm hearing. And you're trying to work out how you're going to progress with this. But, even good news, at least two or three out of those messages that you get is going to be fantastic news for you, Pisces. A lot of messages, a lot of overseas messages is what I'm getting. So, and for others where it's not overseas, it's still a lot of messages that are coming across, but there's a lot of overseas feel to it. So can't deny that. Right. So I'm just going to adjust the timer, everyone, so then I can answer your questions. And then we can start with your questions or card for the rest of the week or for the rest of the month. So please feel free to put your questions in the chat, and I'll go right up to the chat window and see which ones started first. And grab a drink before I do that. I'm just going to shuffle the cards before I start your personal questions. So, because then I can decide how, depending on how Spirit wants me to answer it, I will. Right. So, should we get started and move up? So Mukesh, I don't think this is a question for me to predict, which says you'd love to find the similarities between people based on my predictions. So for that, you might have to run a general consensus next time you come online. I'm just going right to the top here, people. So, I know you might have said that long before they started, but yeah. Thank you, Gerard. Oh, you like my voice. So, Jess, I think you had a job interview. So let me go down and see if you've asked me a question about that. And Champagne C, yeah, so now is the time if you want to ask your question. You asked me. You said, would love a reading if possible. I mean, if you mean a question here or if you'd like a personal reading, then we can schedule that for you as well. Let me know. And KK, you as well. KKA, you said, could I have a reading, please? If you'd like a personal reading, then let me know, and then we can schedule that for you. KK, I'm a Libra too, so yeah. Thank you, Scarlett. So I'm starting with them now, just scrolling through what the first question is. Okay, Jess, I come to your question now. So let me start the timer, people, and then I can get started. Right. So will you get the job you just had an interview with? If you're ready to hear the answer, then I'm ready to tell you. Maybe not. And I think there's somebody who's a male figure, blonde, and he's got some doubts. So if you get an opportunity, which you might do, to clarify those, please do his questions. That's what I'm getting for you. Sorry, that was a psychic question and I heard that straight off. So yeah. Okay, Mukesh, you're gone. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Okay, KK, your question is, will your finances improve once you graduate in May? I'm hearing yes, but it'll take some time. It'll be a slow progress. But there's something good that's going to happen in May, straight off the bat for you. And then it's going to calm down. And that's going to help build up your finances is what I'm hearing. So there's something that's going to happen, which maybe you pick up a side job or something. There's something that'll give you a boost, a quick booster, and then it'll calm down. So I definitely see that for you. KK, I can only answer one question at a time in one session. Amit, you can ask me any question you like, a straightforward question, and I can answer that for you. Sure, Gerard, I'll do that for you. And your card is ready. And you've got Page of Swords. So I'm getting a feeling that you're either going to be... There's some information that you're going to be gathering about someone sneakily, is what I'm hearing, not letting them know. And there is a bit of spiritual feel to this. So either you getting a reading done and getting information about somebody, or doing the fact finding yourself is what I'm hearing for you for the rest of this week. So this probably is what the most important for you for the rest of the week, Gerard. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Jess, because I wasn't too pleased with the answer myself. Glad to hear that you're not, if you don't get it too much. Baking business? Sounds good. Okay, Scarlett, now we're on your question. What do you see? Okay, Scarlett. So this is going to require some patience from your end. So things are not going to move forward as quickly as you like them to. It's the first thing I get. If you're into cards, I can share with you your cards. You've got the Hangman upright. You've got the Temperance upright. And the Knight of Cups upright. So I feel that things are going to take some time. And then it's going to be a bit up and down. Things are going to be, sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. So there's going to be adjustment that's needed from both your end and the other person's, and I think more from your end. So there's a little of a balance, and this balance is going to be required, because maybe there's a bit of an in and out feel that I'm getting with this. The person's there, then they're not there. So, and maybe it's because they don't know what they want, is what I'm sensing. But then I think that things, the other person comes forward and says something that makes you, or does something that makes you feel more balanced in this. So I do see Knight of Cups, which to me is somebody, taking an action which is more emotionally, which can be emotionally fulfilling for you. So, this can go all the way from saying that, let's have a coffee together, or I got your cookie from the cookie store, or all the way to saying, let's go out on a date and see how this works out. So yeah, that's what I have for you. That's pretty good. So I'm just going to move forward. It's your words, Jess. Absolutely. And you'll get another one is also what I'm hearing. The second one. So I just heard that, so I had to tell you. Yeah, there's a chance that you might get this one, because if you get the opportunity to clarify, then yes. Gerard, what you'd like me to basically give you more details on that? I mean, because it's a one card, and that is probably the most important thing. What to me comes out is you're going to either have a reading and go a lot more into digging into information about somebody that way, and that's going to be the highlight for the rest of this week, considering we're on Tuesday already, and this might happen on Saturday, or for Friday, or on Friday, depending where you are. And the other part of this is that you might be doing some digging and fact finding yourself about somebody, and that person is not going to know that you're doing it, is what I meant. So that's what I hope that explains that to you. You're welcome, Kiki. Yeah. I was just trying to say what options people have. Sure, Jess. Okay, Amit, we can come up to your question now. How are you going to do, I'm just going to grab some water while I read that. Amit, you've given me about 4 questions. There's only one question I can answer, and a straightforward one. So please pick one that you'd like me to answer. For any more questions, feel free to, we can schedule a reading for you. But for this, it's just one question. So if you can please let me know which question out of these you'd like me to concentrate on. That's straightforward. Then, yeah, please let me know. I'm going to move forward, even though I know it's your turn, Amit. So we've still got time, and I'll honor your question nonetheless. But yeah, please give me one question, because I can, if I pick one and that's not the one you categorically wanted, then it's not fair. So please let me know which out of these you'd like me to answer. Sure, Scarlett. Understand. Yeah. You're welcome, Gerard. So, Amit, I'm just, I don't see any more questions yet, and I've got about 5 minutes to go. I can finish early if there aren't. So let me know. I'll probably give it I'll give it the full minutes and see if anybody else wants to ask. Anybody who hasn't still asked can ask a question. Right. Oh wow, Gerard. Well, that's where I am as well, in London. So we're on, you're only, yeah, it's still Tuesday evening for you. Okay, thanks, Amit. I'm trying to be placed in another region of your organization. Will I see success in this year? Will you see success this year with that if you're placed in another region of your organization? I'm hearing yes. It'll take some time though. It might start this year, it might not completely happen this year, but it's definitely going to happen. So you've got to be slightly more patient with it in terms of timescales, is what I'm hearing. So that's what we have. Let me just quickly check. Gerard, didn't we do a question for you already? It's only one question. The next question over the weekend when I come back. It is Kiki. That's what I'm thinking. So either I give it another 3 minutes as per my watch for anybody else to come and ask any questions, or if not, then we can, call it a night, considering it's 11 p.m. here where I am. Yeah, I know the time difference. I mean, it can be, different. Yeah, my day's over, Kiki. I'm going to honor the 2 minutes, whatever's left. Gerard, my aim is to do this on a weekly basis, but I do have a real-time job as well. So sometimes it's not possible for me to be as, and I love doing this. So, I'd like to do this more often than not. But for now, while I'm still here, it's quite easy for me to do. So I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis. And if I can't, then I'll do it bi-weekly. But the plan is weekly for now. So if I'm doing it today on a Tuesday, it's because I was trying to work out how to do it. So I'm hoping I can do this on Sunday. Might be a bit of an earlier time, or I'll do it so that people have got more access to it on the weekend. I have no such plans. Gerard. I'll put the reminder up. If you're subscribed to me, then you'll be able to get that. I'm hoping that I can do it on Saturday or Sunday. It might even be Saturday. So, and I'll try and do it maybe an hour earlier than this time or the same time. So I'm trying to do this over the weekend now rather than on a weekday. Thanks, Kiki. We've got 30 seconds to go, and then maybe I can start saying my goodbyes now. So for people that are here, thank you so much. It was fun. I'd never done it before, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Hope it was as per your expectations too. So you have a good rest of the day, evening, wherever you are. Good night for anybody who's in this country. And I shall see you again. Bye for now. And that's that. You're welcome, Kiki.